Basically, the first person that I met when I got to Utah was Lowe, Aaron Lowe. We came from the same area almost. We both knew Ty. Basically, the reason why I decided to come to Utah was to play with Ty Jordan.
Aaron was in the 10th and Ty was in the 9th. And I never forget him coming home. He said, "Mama, you gotta see this little guy. Say, he little, but he fast." And that's where him and Ty, they just became the best of friends.
Ty Jordan, Aaron Lowe, both Dallas area kids, West Mesquite High School, good friends through high school.
Aaron felt like Ty needed to be with him. I'll never forget Ty coming out there for a game, and he was with Aaron, and and it was on from then. He was going to Utah.
We begin with heartbreaking news. North Texas native and Utah star running back Ty Jordan was killed in Denton this weekend.
They supposed to been together actually the night that it happened to Ty. They all supposed to been together, but Aaron decided to stay at home. Somebody called him, and I heard him scream. And I jumped up. I said, "Are you okay?" And he was bawling.
We established the Ty Jordan Scholarship earlier in the year, and it was to be voted on by the team as who is going to be the awardee of that scholarship. Aaron was nominated by a landslide and decided to wear number 22 in Ty's honor.
He left a big impact on this program. I mean, it changed. It brought up, like, his death brought us together even closer, you know what I'm saying, than we was last year. That's why I'm saying, like, this year will be for 22.
We did a lot of praying. It got better, but he never forgot. I mean, it was like everything he done was for Ty. Mama, this is for Ty.
Here's what we know right now. 21-year-old Aaron Lowe was killed at a house party in Sugar House just after midnight.
I called Coach Shaw, and he said, "Let me call you right back." And when he called me back, I could hear it in his voice when he said, "Mama," I knew he was finna tell me my child was dead. And that's what he said. He said he didn't make it.
Aaron, I know you can hear us, and I want to say collectively that we love you. I'm truly grateful to have had the privilege to coach you. I'll always keep you in my mind and my heart forever.
I don't know what would have happened had Utah not been on a bye week that week. The fact that they had the bye week that week at least gave them time to be able to exhale a little bit and breathe and grieve together.
I don't know if we would have been able to, as a team, go up, suit up, and play that next week. We needed that time.
These young men haven't lived yet. They haven't gone through a number of experiences that shape you, some things that define you, and death does, because it'll come to us all. You know, it is indiscriminate. It comes to everybody. And how we deal with it, the loss of a family member, a loved one, will be something that either we can learn from, live with, grow from, or completely crumble in front of.
Hey, let's go. Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hey,
And maybe the biggest impact and the thing that was the biggest game changer was when Aaron's mom came and spoke to the team, and she was in town to help tie up loose ends for Aaron and get things in order. And I asked her, she was to leave that afternoon. I said, "Well, we have a team meeting today. Would you like to address the team?" And she thought for a second. She says, "Yes, I would really enjoy that."
Mainly, I wanted them to stay focused. Don't allow this to stop them. Because Aaron wouldn't want them to stop.
Yeah, you kind of saw them like, okay, it's okay to be sad, but it's okay to be happy too.
It almost felt like that was the way we were going to cope with it, was to do what Ty and Aaron loved.
Like, sometimes I'll be like, man, I don't want to do this no more. But then I hear his voice in my head, "Nah, bro, you tripping. Come on, keep going." That's not what we finna do. We're not gonna quit.
I said, here's what I'm promising to each of the players. I'll be better and I'm going to give you 22% more of me. Promise me that you'll give me 22% more of you, and then everything we'll do will be 22% better.
Struggled to call it a light bulb, but really essentially that's what it was. It was, whenever he said that, that's what everybody rallied around. It was really in that moment going forward. They're like, yeah, this is what we need to do. We knew that it would mean a lot to the guys to get it put on something that they could have. We wanted to get it out and get it to them as quickly as possible, so we just did it on a regular t-shirt.
As they say, 22% better. That everyone will just get 22% better each day.
When death comes and it takes away somebody you love, you have to get through it. I still have to coach. We have to play. There is going to be a game coming up that we have to participate in. And it just happened to be a big one. Give us strength in our hands and hearts to play the fairest sportsman's part. Courage, pride, and self-esteem for our youth football team. Amen.
There's an old adage in boxing or wrestling that goes a little something like this. To be the man, you've got to beat the man. In Pac-12 football, there's one man. That's the USC Trojans. And if you want to win the Pac-12 South most years, you're going to have to beat the Trojans to do it. Utah enters the Coliseum tonight with everything still to play for this season. And that now includes the memory of their lost teammate, Aaron Lowe. USC leads it 3-0. And Utah's going to go quick here.
All of what they have. Fake to Pledger. Nice. Crossing pattern right on cue to the tight end, Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid.
Down at 4. They turn and they give it on the fly. Sweet Brant. Keithy's got it. Keithy to the 5. Keithy to the pylon. Keithy! Touchdown! Utah has taken the lead with 17 seconds to play.
That USC game was probably my favorite game of the year. We saw the team that we had preached to each other that we could beat.
Away from the pressure, hit from behind and taken down. Mika Tafua, second down and 7. Covey in motion. They'll turn and give it in a roll. Into the end zone, fired, caught, touchdown! Money Parks, 4-6.
It was wristband 44 that was supposed to be called, which is a little inside run, and I just heard the 4. Completely wrong formation. Everybody was freaking out on the sidelines. They called timeout. We're talking about it, and I said, "Run it," and
7 in the box, 4th and half a yard. Covey in motion. Hand off, nope, play action. Flea flicker down the middle. He's got a man open in the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown to Devontae Ray!
the rest is history.
Let's do this. Family on 3. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Look on 4th down and 8 for USC. For the Utah 35, Slovis to pass. Throwing down the middle, intercepted. Slovis forced into traffic and Utah made him pay. Turn it to give again, Hamas second level. He's got the 30. There he goes. 10 and touchdown. 43 yards in the open field. Rising's going to keep it himself. Cam's got the 15. Cam's got the 10. Still on his feet. In the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, my goodness. What a run. Play action. Throws. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid.
I think it was much needed. That's for sure. That was probably the most fun I've ever had in a football game. And after, I just remember everyone just hugging, smiling.
And for the first time in 105 years, the University of Utah has come to the Coliseum in Los Angeles and beaten the USC Trojans. They did it for themselves, and they did it for their fallen teammate, Aaron Lowe.
We were able to attend the memorial services of Aaron Lowe yesterday. It was a great service. Thanks go out to our administration for making it possible, for essentially taking the entire team and all the staff. Arizona State this week, good football team, first place in the Pac-12 South, 3-0. Should be hopefully a great matchup.
This conference, well, believe it or not, even though we get a lot of football
football still to play. These are the last two teams that are unbeaten in Pac-12 play. Arizona State 3-0, Utah 2-0, and you can see by the numbers.
To the 5, to the outside, to the pylon, touchdown! To the 3-2-1, touchdown! You bet it will. Outside Thomas, end zone, touchdown! He's going to be dropped! Milwaukee, Pututa! And they take down nationally ranked Arizona State.
And Chance Nolan bounce back.
And here you go, Yogi. We have ties now in the divisions. Utah and Arizona State tied in the South. Now Utah owns the tiebreak, but they're tied for the moment.
It is. I expected Utah to get a tougher game, but I didn't expect Utah to lose that game. I didn't.
So we sit still in pretty good position in the Pac-12 South. A big one this week, as they all are, against UCLA. Got a challenge ahead of us. We're at home, which is a positive, back home in Rice-Eccles.
Even before the game, you know, what was so nice is the respect that our opponents had showed us.
Whenever teams started putting the flowers on the 22-yard line, and when the whole conference highlighted the hash on the 22-yard line was
October night in Salt Lake City. Under the lights, Pac-12 football for you, and a very important game in the Pac-12 South. The Utah Utes hosting the Bruins.
Hey man, the time is right now, man. Time to dominate, man. Have fun, make plays, man. Take advantage of 51,000 strong, man. Hey, remember Ty, remember Aaron. The whole time you're on the field, man. Do it for them, man. Let's go.
UCLA game, we had the opportunity to retire the number 22. The entire program, the players, the coaching staff, administration, everybody felt like that was the right move, that the number 22 should not be worn again in our stadium.
We had never retired a number here at the University of Utah. It just hadn't been done in the history of the program, at least not that I'm aware of.
Attention to the press box located on the west side, and help us count down the official retiring of number 22 in honor of Aaron Lowe and Ty Jordan.
It was amazing to look up there and you see Lowe sitting up there in the stands. For years to come, it'll be little kids want to know who is Jordan and who is Lowe. And it'll be a story that they'll tell them.
Retiring the number and putting it on the field and the moment of loudness, you can never forget that.
First thing that comes to mind is just seeing his brother, seeing the emotions that that he had, seeing his mother, and just seeing how their baby was being honored and how they were taking it.
I think having their family there, I felt like we honored Aaron and Ty tremendously.
We want Aaron and Ty to be remembered forever at the University of Utah.
We want their legacies to live on through us.
And within this school and program.
We will love Aaron and Ty forever. They'll be family forever.
For these reasons, we've made the collective decision as a team and family to retire the number 22. It will never be worn again on this field. Instead, it will be memorialized in our stadium and cherished in our hearts.
Man, it's a great feeling. It's crazy how everything you can just change in the blink of an eye. But them honoring Ty and Alo and letting us know that they didn't forget about them, it's a great feeling, man.
I think it's good that we did a moment of loudness because that's what their personalities are,
I was emotional, I was fighting him, because I was just sitting there and I was seeing the reaction from his brother. I saw him throw the 22s up a couple of times and I just immediately thought about, 22 was being honored and the legacy, is going to forever live on because of them.
Multiple times during the year, I've cried in the middle of the game. I'm a very emotional person, and I just remember retiring the number 22 and having tears streaming down my face, and then going to hit someone 2 minutes later. So it was pretty emotional, pretty exciting, a cool atmosphere, and I'm glad that we could, play so well that game to kind of honor them.
1st and 10 Utah from the UCLA 12. A touchdown here could be huge. Rising, hands, nope, keeps on the edge. Cam to the 5, Cam to the end zone. Touchdown! Vic Boy 7. A stop here by Utah's defense, Scott, could really maybe be the difference in the ballgame. Up the middle, Tafua gets him, and that's a safety. Hawati Pututau got him right up the middle. Play action, nope, gives straight ahead. Tavion Thomas, 15-10-5 touchdown. And that will be the dagger into the Bruins this evening here at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
I would honestly believe that there are 13 players on that field. Listen, yes, because some of the stuff that's been going on that field,
it does. It was like they had 2 extra players. I mean, it's just like they come out of nowhere.
Utah fans, good Friday night, and welcome in to Stanford Stadium. First and goal to Thomas into the hole. Touchdown. Into the end zone. Thomas. Back-to-back sacks for the Utah defense. Touchdown. He's got a hat trick. That's a pick six. 96 yards. Touchdown. Touchdown. That's a touchdown.
The boy with 96. Turn it up, big.
They win it 52-7, and they head into November with big-time momentum. Utah fans, good afternoon, and welcome to Tucson, Arizona.
Ready, begin.
Don't let them take what you got.
Gotta go! 5, touchdown!
All right.
Touchdown, and Utah's defense steps up big. Touchdown, Utah! Touchdown, Dalton Kincaid! As Utah improves to 6-1 in Pac12 play, and they await the Oregon Ducks next Saturday in Salt Lake City.
By the time we got to Oregon, it was not an ounce of fear. Nobody was worried.
The atmosphere and the confidence that we went into that game with was pretty astounding.
Utah in the gray and black and the hand-painted battleship helmets of the USS Salt Lake City.
The confidence that we had as a team was as high as you can really get.
Nobody believed in us. All we had was us.
They ain't coming to our field and doing this.
Come on now! It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
You know, when a team comes in with that type of notoriety, hype, you're looked at as the underdog, like, oh, there's no way. Like, you almost feel like you owe it. Like, we owe you this butt whooping. And so that was like our mindset. Like, we're about to shock the world.
Covey is back deep for the Utes, and we're underway. Tavy on the back, rising under center. He's got man coverage outside. Rising gives it. Tavion Thomas to the 5, to the 4, to the 3, to the 2, and into the end zone! Touchdown! Tavion Thomas knocking Ducks over left and right. Case the snap, surveys the field, pressure coming, in his face, scrambling to the outside, down he goes! The turf monster got him all the way back at the Utah 48-yard line. 39-yard attempt, Camden Lewis, kick is away, and it's blocked. It's blocked. Utah blocks the kick, and out the back of the end zone it goes. And this crowd is going bananas right now here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Play action pass, Cam Rising, looking, firing down the field, caught 40-yard line and down to the 45. Snap, Cam swings it himself. Cam gets to the edge, Cam gets to the end zone. Big boy 6, in for 7. Lewis has it teed up at his 35. Covey stands at the goal line.
It's interesting because when I return a punt, it's like, I hear the crowd, but then the moment the ball's kicked, it's like my ears turn off and I don't hear anything and everything goes blank.
Utah's coming after it. Here they go. Here he goes to the outside, Britton Covey. He's got the 30. He's got the 35. He's got the 40 up the sideline. 50, 45. 40.
And, I'm returning the punt and just focusing on it. And then at about the 10-yard line, my ears turned back on. And it was like an eruption.
The roar is, you can feel it in your bones. You can feel your bones shaking.
And everyone's chanting, Covey, Covey.
What do you call timeout there? You're not running in. You give this guy a chance to get his hands on the football.
My favorite play of my career, the loudest I've ever heard Rice Eccles. I was in shock. When I got in the end zone, I didn't even know what happened.
I was just like, holy cow, this place is rocking.
Gotta finish you guys up right now.
Pressure in his face, down he goes. Running the line. Handoff, die. He's not going to get there.
Devin Lloyd just leveled him.
10 in the box here for the Oregon Ducks. Turn and give. 3, 2, 1, touchdown. That's Tavion Thomas.
Best formation in football right there, the old victory formation.
What a year it's been for the University of Utah. For the third time in 4 years, the University of Utah are Pac12 South champions. And with the win tonight, Kyle Whittingham has become the winningest coach in University of Utah football history.
We would have beaten any team in the country that night.